Demon Slayer. Let's get right into it. Picking up from where we left off, episode 8. Now we episode 9, and it's all about defeating the upper rank demon. And I'm not gonna lie, man. This Gyutaro, he's a menace to society, man. This guy is different. He is built different. Threat level just went through the roof. Because this episode was probably the best animation choreographed. It was just spectacular. This episode was amazing every way possible. So episode 8 gave us a deeper look into Tengen, character development. We got a little to see his past, his backstory, just boosting that emotional character for you. Because at the end of this episode, I don't even know if he makes it, but his backstory definitely gave us a little bit into his wives this episode. Because last time it was just about where he came from and stuff like that, but this time we get to see a scene, where he's with his wives and he's explaining the reason why he's flashy is for his brothers. He had brothers that passed away, and there's actually another scene where he's giving a gift to one of his wives, and this is why you don't have multiple women because the other wives get jealous because he gives this woman a special gift and they want it too. But it's good to see the backstory though, to build up that emotional feel for Tengen, because he's actually a cool character. But you can't just go off saying flashy this, flashy that. You really want to see the reason behind his flashiness, a little more insight on who is actually Tengen. And I should make a video on this character because I do like Tengen a lot. I'm gonna start doing character videos just to get a little more insight, a little more backstory and history within the character. So after his backstory, we get right back into the action, and man, I was literally on the edge of my seats. I couldn't even blink. If I blink, I felt like I missed something. It was just action non-stop, and it was just amazing. So that combo mood with Tengen's wife, it worked for a little bit, but of course, these demons can regenerate like crazy. And we start to get a different battle dynamic here, because Tanjiro, he's kind of struggling to keep up with Tengen and just helping fighting that battle, assisting into that battle. So he actually joins the trio which is Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu. They're gonna fight Daki, and is Tengen versus the Menace. That's what I'm gonna call him, the Menace. We do see a kind of fearful scene where he's just going for Tengen's wife, and Tengen can't really stop it, and Tanjiro is really just stuck because he basically ran out of stamina at this point. His body's fatigued and he can't really assist the way he wants to. So Tanjiro resorts to water breathing, because I guess it consumes less stamina when he's doing that. He's not a master at it, but he does know it. I mean, can't keep using the sun breathing techniques all the time. It's just gonna deplete his stamina. So he uses that. Tengen saves his wife, but at this point they need to separate this menace along with the rest of them. So the trio fights Daki, Tengen fights the menace, and we see a couple power-ups here. I see Tanjiro. He knows he's fatigued. He knows he's out of stamina, so he kind of recalls back to the old man, and the old man teaching him how to use his reflexes in battle, because it's not just about power, but speed and agility. So Tanjiro start using his reflexes. I I consider that a power up. And Inosuke, he actually just gets mad and frustrated because Daki keep using these long distance attacks. You can't really get close to her. So he's just frustrated. I say his power up is saying fuck this shit and charging in as his animal instincts would. And Zenitsu, surprisingly, his power up in this episode, he takes charge. He's taking lead while he's sleeping. Is amazing. I wish I can do that in real life, but he's actually like being the leader, like a captain in this. So they're all just going at her. Tanjiro explains, you need to do multiple strikes to catch her off guard and use speed. Speed is gonna be their main weapon in beating Daki, so that's what they do. They all just, use their skills against her. And we got Inosuke finally shining in this episode a little bit. I say a little bit because something happens after, but he actually gets to cut off Daki's head in this. And he does this weird move. It's called Six Fangs Palatus Bite. I could just call it the chop chop because that's really what he did. He just chopped down a tree while using Daki's head. So that's the move he used to actually struck her, and he's just running with the head. So then everything, and this happens in anime a lot. In the middle they kind of struggle, reach the climax, and then boom, the heroes finally take charge. They take control of the battle. So that's what I thought was happening. I'm like, okay, they got this in the bag. And then out of nowhere, Inosuke just gets stabbed right in the back. And I'm like, damn, that menace, bro. That menace. He's just a menace. And everybody's thinking like, wait, then I just said he was fighting Tengen. I mean, that's what I was thinking. And then Tanjiro looks over, and this mother effer Tengen, he laid out cold, like knocked out, hand chopped off and all. And I'm just like, damn. And then in the midst of all of that, Daki's body can still move. Even if her head is chopped off, she can still move her body and still slicing at these guys. Zenitsu have to just wake up Tanjiro real quick and get him to safety. But this is crazy. This cliffhanger is probably the craziest cliffhanger I ever seen. This looks like they have no hope, like no hope of winning this battle. Crazy chapter. Crazy episode. So if you enjoyed this video and want to see more recaps or any character analysis videos in the future, please leave a like and subscribe. Just help me out a lot. And see you next time.